and welcome to our video that is accompanying our handout. We are 3 occupational therapy students at the University of the Sciences, and today we want to give you some exercises with some energy conservation techniques. And through doing this, we are going to teach you some chair exercises that you can do sitting in a chair, and then teach you some breathing techniques that will help make sure that you don't get lightheaded and keeps all of the oxygen running through your body. So let's get started. As for the breathing technique, it is called diaphragmatic breathing. And just another word for this is belly breathing. And we just want to make sure that the diaphragm, which is the muscle that helps our lungs work efficiently, is staying strong. So we also, in this, getting our core involved in our breathing is going to make sure that we are expanding our lungs as much as possible to make sure that we're getting in as much oxygen as we can. So the biggest tip that we have is we want to make sure that we're really feeling it in our gut when we're breathing, because we want to make sure we're really expanding our lungs. You can lay down to get a better sense of this. But what we want to do is we want to breathe in for 4 seconds with our nose like we're smelling flowers. And then we want to breathe out with our mouth pierced like we're blowing out birthday candles. So let's all give that a try. Awesome. Give that a couple practices. Get on your bed and lay down to really feel it, and you'll be set to go. So to go over the basics, to do these chair exercises, we're going to need a chair. And our biggest concern overall is safety. And on the record, just with my chair, it's not the best chair that we would want you all using. It's just what I have available to me. And to just go through the basic safety features that we would like to see is we don't want a chair that's going to spin or has wheels on it. We would rather have a chair that is sturdy, in the ground, won't move when you're moving around yourself, just to keep you as safe as possible. The one good thing about this chair too is that it has a really good back, and that's going to keep you sturdy and in place. And then also we can either have chairs with armrests or without. Sometimes it is a lot better to not have chairs with armrests because you can move more freely and it's not as confining. However, one exercise is a push-up, and it helps to have armrests to use that. So it's up to you, but overall just make sure that you're safe when doing this and you are comfortable. For the exercises, we're going to have main exercises and then upgrades and downgrades. So myself, Jessica, I'm going to be running through the main exercises that we have, and then Brooke, she's going to be going through upgrades. And for this, if the main exercise is too easy for you, if you want something more challenging, go to Brooke for that. And then for downgrades, we have Leena, and this is going to be if the main exercise is too challenging for you, or if you just want to have a down day and do something a little bit easier. So we have those options for everyone. And then also just a disclaimer, when I am showing you the exercises, I am going to be turning to the side to give you all a side view. But remember, when we're in our chairs, we want a stable chair that doesn't spin around or move. We've got 8 exercises for you, so let's go. Okay, so for the first exercise, these are called knee lifts, and it's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to let's start with our right foot, and we're just going to take our knee, lift it up, and lifting our foot off of the ground, just like this. We can also then go and do this on our left side. So what you would like to do is you could do 10 on one side and then 10 on the other, or you could do 1 on one side and 1 on the other. Just to give you a side view, this is what it would look like. And make sure when you're doing this, you're doing what is comfortable. If you feel as if you can go higher, then go for it. If you get to a point and it becomes painful, then stop doing the exercise. So that's exercise 1.
Hi everyone, my name is Brooke. I am also an occupational therapy student, and throughout this video I'm going to be showing you guys some upgrades for the exercises that we are doing. So the first exercise and upgrade to do is if you have any weights, anything can be used, canned goods, some heavy little bags, anything like that. If you don't have weights, I have just little 1-pound hand weights. You can put them on top of your knees. Don't push into your knees, just kind of let the weight do its job, and do the same exercise where you just lift your leg up, move back down, and you can do the same amount of reps if you want to.
Hey everyone, my name is Leena. I'm also an occupational therapy student at University of the Sciences, and today I'm going to teach you some downgrades for the exercises we're going to teach you. So for the first one, it's called the knee lift. So once you're seated in a chair and you feel comfortable, all you're going to do is keep your feet foot width apart, and you're just going to raise your knees up by going on your toes, and you can do as many as you like and stop whenever you feel uncomfortable. Just like that.
Okay, so for the next exercise, these are called arm circles. So what you want to do is we want to stick our arms parallel out to the sides like this. And yes, again, like the knees, this is kind of interchangeable, just how you like it. You could do one arm at once or both at the same time. For showing, I'm just going to show you on one arm first. And what we want to do is we want to take our arm and make circles like this. So like this, I'm going backwards. And then I also want to go forwards. So for this, you could do 10 circles forwards and 10 backwards. And again, if you ever feel pain, make sure that you stop. And especially do sizes that feel right to you. Some people like doing larger sizes, some like doing smaller. This is more of a fast workout too. But look for those upgrades and downgrades to see what's specific. But overall, do what feels the best for you.
A simple way that you can upgrade your arm circles is by either using weights and then doing your circles, or if you don't have weights or you don't want to use those, you can just try to do your arm circles a little bit faster. Make sure you're going both directions. If you want to do bigger arm circles, they might be a little bit more difficult. Get more range of motion in there.
So the next exercise is called arm circles. So for this, what you guys are going to do is just make little circles like this towards the side of your body. And you guys can do it one arm, one by one. You can do both arms. You can go backwards. It really depends on how you guys feel comfortable doing this activity.
For our third exercise, this is going to be shoulder shrugs. So what we want to do is we want to bring our shoulders up to our ears like this. Make sure that we're not compensating with our arms at all, like, using our arms to do that. We want to make sure it's coming from our shoulder muscles. You might feel it a little bit in your back, but this is what a shoulder shrug is. But what we really want to get from you guys right now is that we're going to lift our shoulders up to our ears and then hold it for 10 seconds. Like that. Just count it for 10 seconds. If you want to keep going, definitely repeat if you feel the need and you want a greater workout.
In order to add an extra challenge to your shoulder shrugs, you can hold weights in your hands or other things like canned goods, small bags, anything to add a little bit of weight. Keep your arms straight. You can scooch towards the front of your chair if your armrests get in the way. Just let that weight in your arms and then shrug. And you can still hold it for 10 seconds. If you want to challenge yourself, you can hold it a little bit longer and relax.
So the next exercise is called the shoulder shrug. So originally we asked you guys to do a shrug and hold it for 10 seconds, but if you guys couldn't do that, you could just do a shrug. And you can do as many as you like or do as little as you like.
All right, so this exercise is called leg extension, and what we do for this one is I'm going to start with my left leg, and I'm just going to extend my leg out in front of me like this. And then for the right, now from the side, this is what it would look like. Like that. The biggest thing with this is that we don't want to put our leg too high up just because it shouldn't hyperextend our knee, but just again, listen to your body, feel for pain, and this should be a good exercise. Try and do about 10 on each leg, and you got it.
There are two ways that you can upgrade your leg extensions. One way is that instead of just picking up and putting it down, you can pick them up, flex your toes towards you, and hold it. And hold each side for about 10 seconds, or if your leg starts to hurt or shake, you can release. Another upgrade is that you can alternate that with pulses. So you can extend your leg and pulse up and down 10 times. And then relax. And make sure you're doing that on both sides. And relax.
So this exercise is called leg extensions. So what you guys are gonna do is just extend your legs and just go as far as you guys can go. Just try your best or until you feel pain. All you're gonna do is curl up your toes towards you like this. So you can do it with one leg, you can do it with both legs, or you can just alternate.
The next workout is called arms straight out, and it's exactly what it sounds like. We want to put our arms straight out in front of us and just hold it for 10 seconds. This might not seem like it's a good workout, but it really is, especially if you would want to repeat it. Just having our arms up against gravity and holding them out like this is activating those muscles. You don't always need to be using dumbbells to get a good workout. This is still activating our muscles and keeping them strong.
An easy way to add a little bit of extra challenge to this one is holding some sort of weight in your hand. Like I said, I have my hand weights, but you can use cans, water bottles, anything you can grasp easily, and just hold them out nice and steady. Keep it at 10 seconds, and then you can release. And if you want to repeat that, you can. Just listen to your body, do what's right for you.
For arms straight out, this is pretty simple. You guys can just hold your arms straight out, your elbows flexed and close to your body, and keep it in this position for as long as you can.
Now this exercise is a little bit more of a stretch, but anything like this where we're working on our muscles, that's going to help us and can be considered an exercise. So this is called figure 4 leg position, and what we want to do, I'm going to be using my right leg over my left leg for this one. We want to carefully bring our right leg above our left leg. So it's kind of like almost our ankle is over our calf. And with this, we want to carefully lean forward. Don't lean forward if you think you're going to fall forward. That's the last thing that we want to happen. But you're going to feel this stretch. I'm feeling it right here in my right leg, and it feels good. It definitely is very helpful. And then again, we want to slowly lower our leg to the ground. Our biggest concern is safety and feeling. If you ever feel pain, you don't want to do it. It should feel good. It should be a good stretch. So that is the figure 4 leg position, and that's going to help us stretch out our muscles in between all of our exercises.
In order to add a little bit of extra challenge to the figure 4 position, you still want to bring your leg up, and there's a few different ways that you can do it. You can go up to your tippy toes, point your toe into the ground on the leg that's still touching the ground as you lean forward, just to give a little bit extra stretch. Or if you can lean back in the chair, and if you want to brace yourself, then pick your leg up. Make sure you're only doing that if you're in a stable chair with a good back. You can grab onto the armrest because, like we said, safety is our #1 priority. But you can repeat that on the other leg. So make sure your foot's nice and high. Go up on your tippy toes and lean forward. Feel that stretch in here. Or you can lean back in the chair, brace yourself in the chair, and lift your leg up for a little bit of balance and a little bit of extra stretch.
So this is the figure 4 leg position. So for this, what you guys can do is just cross your legs instead of bringing your whole leg up, and you're just gonna bend forward. And for this, safety is key. So just make sure you guys are comfortable where you're sitting, and just go as far as you can as you feel comfortable. If you feel like you're ever gonna fall, just stop.
All right, we're almost there. Our second to last exercise is called tummy twist. And for this, we want to take our arms, get them out of the way, put them up like this, flexing them. So it's almost like an L, and putting them close to our waist. Now with this, we want to rotate just our tummy. We want to keep all of our bottom half flat, and we want to keep it sturdy and not moving because we really just want to work the core. So with this, we just want to rotate with our tummy. You're going to feel it on the opposite side of the way that you're turning, but that's good because that's working on those obliques of that side. Go at a speed that feels good for you. Right now, this is more just stretching it out, but if you kind of do this, then that's going to engage more right here. So you can really feel your own body and listen to your own body, and you'll have great results.
If you want to add a little bit of extra challenge to your tummy twists, one way to do it is to take that same position and do your full tummy twist, but when you get to the edge, you can pulse. So it's just little pulses. So maybe you can do 5 tummy twists and then 5 pulses. Another way you can do it is if you have some sort of weight. I have a small medicine ball. This is just a little 5-pounder. You can hold it in your arms and do the same thing. Make sure as you're doing this exercise, you're still breathing as you keep your stomach tight. Make sure you're not holding your breath too much. You still want to get that oxygen.
So this is called a tummy twist. So what you guys are going to do is just keep your arms towards the side, and you're just going to turn your body. And a downgrade could be just going partially. You don't have to go all the way. You could just go partially. And when you're doing this, make sure you're just moving your stomach, and you can go as fast or as slow as you'd like.
All right, we made it. Here's to our last exercise, and this is called chair push-ups. Now with this, you can either do it with a chair that has armrests or a chair that doesn't. It really is whatever is safest and works best for you. But with this, what we are going to do is we are going to push up with our arms, and we're going to get our butt off of the chair. So just an example of the front, this is what it would look like. Want to make sure that we're keeping our elbows strong, but we're not just locking them in, because that's not good to put just one pressure on one joint. We want to make sure that we're putting the pressure equally everywhere. And then this would be a side view. And there we go. For most of these exercises, I know some of them weren't very specific in the timing or the reps. It really is what works best for you. We just kind of gave you a goal of 10, like holding for 10 seconds, doing it for 10 reps, but that's just a baseline. Do what works best for you, what gives you the best results, and what makes you feel the best.
All right, congrats guys. We're on our last exercise. So to give a little bit of extra challenge for the chair push-up, my chair has armrests, so I'm going to use the armrests. And when you push up into that, try to hold it for a good 10 seconds. You can even go up onto your tippy toes, really try to get that weight off of your feet. You feel it in your arms, keep a little bit of bend in your elbows so your muscles are really doing the work and it's not just locking your joints. And then you can relax.
So for our last exercise, it's called the chair push-ups. Now this one requires a little bit more energy than the other ones that we did. So what you guys are going to do is come towards the edge of the chair, and you're just going to push up from here. And now really try to use your legs to help you with this. And you're just going to go up like this. So I did this on this chair because this is the only chair I had. But if you guys felt more supported using one with armrests, that might make you feel a little more comfortable, you could use that too. Thanks for watching these videos, and I hope you guys can utilize these exercises at home.